How are you going? And I hope you're holding off from making the decisions and just biding your time right now, because there are so many things happening in the background. And don't make any hasty decisions if you're having to make any. There is so much. There is the markers being sent off, and that's what we've been waiting for. So we are now rolling. Things are rolling. And I got woken up at 5 o'clock this morning to pass on this message, and let's go with it and see what they had to say for us. We are all in the birthing pain of this evolution. As you may be experiencing hardship, losing your job, or going through the anxiety of getting this. Yes, it's going to be painful trying to make this decision, as most companies who are mandating this to their employees could be shut down later on when it is revealed for what they have done. As this is a human rights issue, coercing an individual to get it, or find themselves in instant dismissal if they don't agree. Are you being forced into making a decision that you don't consent to, while others are quite happily handing all their rights away along with their health? Well, you know others have gone with the flow due to financial reasons, which is understandable. And I don't blame them. But they will be back to square one again, as now they're challenged again and again with the boosters. I'm mainly seeing people waking up at this point, as why should you need to do this? They have asked. This is part of them shifting into their spiritual awakening. This does not stop till you realize this is a false reality that you are buying into. Once you awaken to your God self within, this movie will continue to feed them fear. Once you awaken, your light and shine is bright, and say, no more. Only then you are divinely protected. To walk this path of pure freedom from fear is incredibly liberating, and so empowering as well, as you step out of the matrix that consumes all your life. Now you will notice that you sense you feel more connected to everything around you, connected intuitively. For now, as a reward, your gifts will be naturally switched on. And as you really start connecting to God's calling, you will notice that you can telepathically talk with your children and grandchildren, as they are far wiser than yourself. And they are the new starseeds that came in. They have been waiting for you to wake up, for they are carrying the codes to assist humanity at this time. It is time for you now to start trusting in what you are intuitively picking up on with your everyday life now, as it will be feeling clearer and stronger within. As we had a major blackout on the Schumann residence the other day, which led us in a timeline, and I just saw a little beautiful monarch butterfly just come in. It just swooped in exactly the same time I said that, so that's confirmation. And it just gone back. Love it. He's come back again. Loving this, loving the connection. As we had a major blackout with a Schumann resident the other day, which led to a shift up in our timeline, and many felt the effects with an incredible fatigue, low emotions, dizziness, as many of our coding that we carry inside has been activated now. For you are awakening to whom you are and what you are here for at this incredible point in time in our evolution. Life is good and life is pure. And when you feel it within, you want more. You shine your light on the bullshit. As energetically, you no longer connect to any of it out there, and which is a false reality. For anyone that is reaching out at this time, they are connecting to your coding within, as they are resonating to your vibration, as we are the star seeds from the same source and connecting with one another again. So assist them in any way that you can, even if it is only with a cup of coffee, with them, to allow them to receive clarification of what they are feeling at the time so they can talk. So be proud of your progress, as to get where you are is so empowering, and your whole being is growing within at such an exponential rate. Think of how you fed your desire to connect to more, as even your mediumship, your healing and your clairvoyant abilities will become so strong, and with your knowing and gifting yourself that valuable time to nurture them through at this time. Ask yourself, why do you want to continuously live in fear when you have the remote control to your life? No one else ever gets that control unless you willingly hand it over to your employer. Or who could replace you just like that? Your employer could just get somebody else in your position. So remember, you are dollars, you're a dollar sign for their business, and staying alive, for their business to stay alive at this stage, because so many are going under. Or even your manager for keeping their salary for their mortgage. Time is now to really see how much you are worth. How much do you value your life, and how fast are you prepared to hand over the remote control to someone else to assist in dulling out your light? What value do you place on your life is all you need to ask yourself. When there is 99.9% survival rate without this, especially with the amount of cases every day, they never ever disclose how many get over it within a few days or even a week and have had no symptoms. Ask yourself, why are they not disclosing this to the public? What else are they withholding? I've got a very rare lung disease myself. It was caused by poisoning, and it's not of my doing. So any chemical I place in my body can trigger extreme pain in my lungs. So with the unknown ingredients in that vial, could trigger God knows what reaction with myself. Yet I have no worries whatsoever to walk free, knowing in my heart I would walk around building my immune system up naturally, as I never get sick, and I'm sure not going to stop air in my lungs using that muzzle just because it would make someone else feel safe. Mine could be a death sentence if I wore one. So yeah, I'm standing up, empowering myself, and won't be bullied into breathing what God provided me to breathe fresh air. I'm not a tree needing CO2 to breathe, my own toxic waste to breathe in constantly wearing this. What the fuck? Are people thinking they are silently poisoning themselves and willingly to as they are scared of what? What has happened to the flu? As we used to have huge amount of deaths each year, and now no one dies of it now. Could this now be our CV? 19 death rate, all rolled as one. Once you walk feeling confident inside, 9 times out of 10, no one says anything to you as they are walking around muzzled up in their own fear and anxiety for being in a state of spiritual amnesia. Even if they did ask me, I would automatically say, I'm exempt and thank you for asking, and continue walking. Once we all stand up, it finishes. In 2 years, I've walked out of a shop twice, and you could see they were dead asleep in their coma, and both in tiny businesses that I thought I would do the right thing and support them. Most people say, I can't do that as it's easier to obey. That's the word, obey. What's the worst thing that they could do to you? They ask you to leave? Is that scary? No. I want to ask you, have you never been defiant to your parents or your teacher, brother, sister, husband, wife? Find your spunk. As I say, find your balls. The sooner people realise it's about the control over you, the sooner you stand up and it goes away. Imagine everyone stood up to this. It can't exist. Honest, it's your human rights that they are violating for you to not breathe fresh air, as you could faint and cause you to have a medical condition. Do they care? It's time you took your power back that you have willingly handed over. One beautiful gift I wish to share. It's about losing a starseed, as they are here for a short time to take back the codings for their short stay, to assist in the transition of the transcendence of Earth. This is also for our pets that have left the Earth plane at this time. They will be reunited with us all, and some will come back as a starseed once again to stay with us as the planet is changing up. So yeah, just a couple of little things, and just, yeah, you're doing so well. And we've got a speech going on where I think it's be Monday, Tuesday. We've got Mr. T, and yeah, honestly, once we get into the 21st this month, you're going to start seeing more and more. But I don't know about you, but I am seeing so much coming out now, and I see the UK and America, oh my gosh, mandates no longer. So if those two big countries are doing it, it's going to start trickling down. So you have held the line for a reason, because you know within things are wrong, things are not adding up. Wow, you have done it. You have literally, honestly, the more you can hold on, do not give in. So close, so close. And like I've said, by the end of this month, we're going to see so much more coming out. And honestly, feed your soul with your knowing, lift up in the vibration. And we've got the full moon coming. So yeah, it's going to be more and more coming through. So keep going. I love you for holding this line And if you like and share this wee video, like it, share it, subscribe, so you know when I put another video up, because we collectively are uniting together, and the stronger we become, the stronger we put out that darkness, because darkness does not hold in our hearts. You are amazing, so continue.